Hey, what's up, everybody? It is another Oldsmokey live stream on Saturday night, and tonight I'm going to be opening this box that I have right here from Dan in Australia, if you can't tell from the thumbnail. Now, I have this box. I've got a few other things here on the side that we'll see if we're going to get into. We probably will. Um, so I'm cooking some Tim Tams breakfast coffee. Ain't the same without a Tim Tam Slam. Those Tim Tams they're the best. I mean, I don't know that we have anything that compares to the Australian Tim Tams here in America. I can't really think of anything that is that same level of sweetness and the way the cream is in them. Really nice crunchy cookie. And the way the chocolate coating is on them is just, it does melt in your fingers very quickly and easily, but like you can't complain about that because of how good it tastes. And I'm not huge on like chocolate type stuff like that, but those are awesome. And also those cookies. I can't remember the name of those cookies that came from Germany. Karsten sent me some the first time, and then wow, I'm gonna forget because it came from another box. Anyway, I'll have to check into what those other cookies are. Okay, let me switch over to live chat. I see Miss Marilyn is here. Live chat. Here we go. All right. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and, well, let's see if Dan happens to be in here. And something I'm going to do tonight, depending on how deep into food we get tonight, I am going to kind of let you guys dictate where the conversation goes, and I'm going to focus a lot more on the chat later on here than what I typically do. Typically, I try to talk about the food, I try to go through the food, and talk about more maybe history, maybe applications of the rations and things like that. Tonight, I'm gonna stray from that typical type of formula that I've got going on here, and we're gonna do a little bit more chat-based talk here in a little bit. I'm not gonna go too long before we start doing that. I'm not gonna set an exact time on it, but I am gonna say I'm not gonna put a time on it. Almost just did. Yep. Almost did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. So, Shocker just put a review up. Let me check this text. At Lake Mead, he said the sound is bad because there was wind, but the video is good. I'm trying to talk him into doing a live stream while he's where he's at. We'll see if that happens. And talked to History Savior yesterday on the phone, and he actually got hit by that. I don't know what the name of the hurricane was, but he just got hit by the hurricane that came through down there. He ain't been able to keep up much online right now. He's got a lot of other stuff going on that he was telling me about, and he wanted to let everybody know that he's hanging in there. He's doing good. He just kind of got everything cleaned up from the hurricane. Why is the hurricane not sticking in my mind? From the hurricane. I'm not going to look it up. But I've got something that's rather interesting on the side here that I want to show you guys shortly. Earlier today, I went and cut a ration open that was extremely compromised and in really bad shape. And I cleaned everything up to the best of my ability. I will show you guys exactly what that is and what was going on with that. And I'm going to show you some of the bad items in there that I didn't even attempt. And I'm looking at my fingers right now. I'm going to have to stop and go clean up my hands because I touched the stuff that I didn't clean. And my hands look, yeah, well, I'll just show you. See that stuff on my fingers? That could easily make me sick. So, I will be right back. I'm going to go wash my hands. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Now, typically, I wouldn't have thought that was such a big deal, having a little bit of something on my hands like that. But after my experience about, I don't know, what was it, 3 or 4 months ago, where I opened up what was it? It was a Canadian IMP where the main was busted. I can't even remember what main that was. Maybe it was like beef stew or something like that. I can't remember. But I opened it up. The main was busted and had got, oh, it was poutine. That's what it was. And it had gotten all throughout the bag, but I didn't really think that much of it because it didn't really smell bad. Wasn't super concerned about it because I washed, or I got that out of there, and I didn't clean the rest of the stuff up too much because I did a live stream with it. Well, I ended up getting sick from that, and I honestly, I'd never thought that was going to be the case, because maybe it did get on some of the other stuff and I washed it off. I cannot remember. I'd have to go back and rewatch that, but I guess I was just too careless. Again, I never really thought that would be something that would be an issue, and it totally was. It totally was. I didn't get horribly sick or anything like that. I think whatever it was a small contaminant, or I didn't ingest very much of it, and it wasn't very potent or powerful. Whatever it may have been, I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to definitely do some more research on that to find out what type of bacteria may have been existing at that point in time, and dig into what I may have consumed by contaminating my hands or the other packaging while I was handling the packaging. Obviously, the stuff that was inside should have been fine, but it was on the outside of the packaging and then on my hands as I handled it. So this ration that I opened up earlier today, and I washed everything with super hot water with and I just used Dawn. I don't know. I think I did the best that I can, and it doesn't smell bad or anything, but it could be very risky trying to eat it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it here in just a little bit. But as for right now, I do believe right as I was walking off, I saw someone say, "What's up?" to Cyanide Cookies, or Dan in Australia, which we have Dan to thank for having this box right here in front of me on the live stream for tonight. And if Dan is in, oh, there he is. Aletha, much love to you. And Jay, don't want him getting, I assume that was going to mean sick. No, Dan, shout out for you making me cry yesterday. Howdy, Smokey. Good to see you, mate. Well, I'm glad to see you in the chat. I know it's some weird time, super early in the morning for you over there. I think. What time is it for you, Dan? Let me just ask you that, because I don't know where exactly in Australia you're located, time zone wise. And I'll be watching. Hey, K-Man's here. What's up, K-Man? Woomy, that's a new name. Hi, Smokey from Dargoon Group, or Dargon Group. Let's see. Have I missed it? Nope, I haven't missed it. What? You may have got someone. I assume that means pregnant. Rutro. That may be good. You never know. The planned kind or the best kind. In Queensland, for me, it is 10:52 a.m. on Sunday. So you're definitely a day ahead of us. What's up, Kenneth Hill, a.k.a. the Mr. Wait, is that what it says? Yeah, it's gone by too fast. Malta Magnum's here. What's up, Malta Magnum? Or John? I have not seen Dan. Oh, wait, nope. What's up, I'm into pain? Good to see you here. Who else is in here? Alright, so it's definitely morning time over in Australia. And I'm going to be cutting open Dan's box here. I want to make sure to not cut anything inside. That is some strong tape right there. And luckily, gladly, whatever word I want to not find in my brain right now, that this package got here safely. I'm so thankful for that, because anybody who does this type of stuff or is in this live stream right now, if you're new or anything like that, there is no guarantee that this type of stuff is going to make it. Nearly 11 a.m. here, and I have taken the day off work to be here. Whoa, holy cow. Well, good for you, man. Got the day off, and it's all because of this. That's awesome. Well, we better make it worthwhile then, hadn't we? Let's get through this box. Yeah, is that medical tape? What is that? I think that might be some medical tape. Oh, yeah, you know what? I didn't even realize that you sent a super chat. I just read it. I was like, oh, thank you for the super chat, Dan. Holy cow, man. Or should I say cyanide cookies, or should I say Dan? I don't know. I always say both. I always try to cover my track. I'm like, Dan, wait, I mean cyanide cookies. I don't know what I should say. I did take the customs form off of here that displayed both of our addresses on there. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat because I am chatting with Dan the Man. I should just call you Dan the Man. That's what I should call you. And this awesome piece of blade right here, piece of metal, this Kershaw, is thanks to Blindside for hooking it up. Really, really nice piece of gear. Nice tool. I use my pocket knife, whichever one I may have on me at the time. I swear I use my pocket knife at least 10 times a day. That's no exaggeration. And on a heavy use day, I mean, who knows? It could be 50, 60 times. I use my pocket knife a lot. Okay, well, I already see something that is ready to just busting out of the package right there. Let's see what we got here. We have an awesome Australia patch. That is great. I think I have another Australia patch. Where's it? Oh, it's right here. Boom. Doubled up on the Australia patches. I love that camo, though. That's super cool. It's the same patch, just camoed out. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That is going to go on my hat that I have, that I can display the patches on, because I am a hat wearer. I love that, man. I love a good patch. I love a good flag or a patch, anything like that. The last little flag I got, I do believe, was the one from Smitty. I think Smitty sent this little Canadian flag along, and I really dig it. Keep it right here on display. And this is going to go right back in the bag, because we're not done going through this box. We're not even started, really. But that is an awesome patch. Gotta love the patch. I'm going to put this other Australian one back up over here. I've been thinking, and this is kind of off the wall, a little bit of off thought, but I've been thinking about this recently because, and I'll tell you why I started thinking about this. I saw BTemple put a list up of every ration, or every country, maybe every ration variant, I should say, that he's tried. I know he probably left a few out, but he had a really good list there. And I was thinking, that's awesome. I probably can't remember half the ones that I've had, but what I would like to do is I would like to try to start collecting like some sort of little flag for every country that I've tried, and maybe start like a little board. And I don't know how small of flags I can get. I don't want to go too small, but obviously don't want to go full size flag either. I don't think that would be the way to go. I mean, even if I did like a 5x3 or something like that, I don't know, something like that. This is probably what, like a what is that? Like a 2x1.5, something like that size. So a little bit larger than that. All right, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a thought that entered my mind. Something I might look into. I don't even know if they make little flags like that. I have no idea. Flag patches or flag stickers? Question mark. I probably neither. Probably actually, like what I was thinking was like actual little flags. I mean, the stickers I guess could be a way to go. That would be a way that I could definitely make a little board up quite easily. But the stickers, I don't know, they just don't hold up as well in my opinion. So maybe not the sticker route. I don't know. It's just a new thought that's entered my mind of something I might attempt to do at some point. But there's a look inside the box. I'm kind of nervous to go through this. Dan took off work today for this. Like, what? Yeah, I got a good laugh out of that. That's good. All right, here we go. Nicely packaged with the bubble wrap, which, if you guys don't know, Australia's a really long ways away from America. So this package has traveled an extremely long ways to get here. And again, I'm super excited, and I'm glad to have it, man. It's awesome, and I'm so glad that it made it in one piece. So right on top, we have something that is freeze dried, as you can see, made by the Outdoor Gourmet Company. I've never heard of that company before. This must be like I'm going to guess this is a newer company over in Australia, but I could be wrong. This could be a tried and true company that's been around for years. Let's flip it over and see if there's any indication on. I don't see anything like says how long they've been around. This is a huge freeze dried main too. Holy cow! This is wild mushroom and lamb risotto, gluten free. Serves two. An authentic Italian-style risotto with lamb, mushrooms, onions, and green peppers, and a mushroom sauce. Add a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese to taste. Does it come with the Parmesan? If not, I have little packages of Parmesan, which is awesome, which I typically wouldn't have that. My mouth is watering, by the way. I have not eaten anything today at all in preparation for tonight. Nothing at all. I've had a couple bottles of water. Yep, nope, I haven't eaten anything at all. Let's see here. This is, looks like we're rocking about, focus camera, about 1,760 calories, it looks like. 345 grams per serving. Does this say 700 gram? Nope, net weight 190 grams. Weird. Huh. So it's 510 calories. Right? Alright, I'm lost here. Energy. That should be the calories right there, I thought, but it says kcals right there. There's no way that this has only got, let's see, it's 190, so it'd be like almost double that, so it'd be like 200 calories? There ain't no way that's right. No way. Am I reading that wrong? Right here it says 121 kcals per 100 grams. And there's 2 servings per container. This feels like more than 190 grams. Like this package is quite full. Nice gusseted bottom. This is a nice looking package too. What's up, Gusto? You guys go check out RC Gusto's channel, please, if you haven't already. K-Man says I've had the vomit and I just about forgot all about it. Thanks for the reminder. Some people hate it and some people like it. Alright, so I've spent enough time looking at this one, I think. Just add boiling water, no cooking required. Of course, it's freeze-dried. Gourmet meals, more taste, less weight. I like their camping motif here on the front. Set that up back there. There we go. Alright. Next up, some grass-fed beef jerky. My mouth is straight up watering right now. It's smoked chipotle. Cooey? Am I saying that right? Cooey? Cooey? Grass-fed beef jerky. Crafted with only 100% grass-fed Tasmanian beef. I'll bet you this is some awesome beef jerky. Yeah, okay. Miss Sunshine says to try. I'm really actually starving right now, so Dan, I'm ripping into this, buddy. My mouth is watering. There we go. There's a good look at it. Ooh. Can smell that chipotle. It's kind of got a little bit of a sweet scent to it. I don't smell much smoke, which is good, because a lot of times when they do the smoked stuff, they'll use some artificial smoke, like liquid smoke, and it'll be just overpowering. So, down the hatch with some beef jerky. 1,700 kilojoules equals 406 kcals. Yep. So this really is like 200 calories. By the way, thanks for the super chat, RC Gusto. That just made my mouth water even more. Wow. Let me chew on that for a minute, and I'll tell you what I think. Because it's not really salty, which is great. Per 100 grams. This is 30 grams. So, 3/10 of that. 534 milligrams. That's not bad considering, I mean, I'm not going to eat that whole pack at one time. I mean, I'm sure you could pretty easily. There's more jerky there than what you think, though. I think I missed a super chat. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the super chat, RC Gusto, by the way. And I just got another one came in from Dan there. I think they are calculating the wet weight, not the dry weight. I'm curious to know. Let's see. Does it tell us over here at all? I don't see anything. 18% lamb in there, though. That's good. Average quantities after reconstitution. After reconstitution. Huh. I don't know. This stuff confuses me. I'm usually really good at math, too, by the way. My head's just not working right now, I don't think. That or it's too much for me to... I swear, though, I think this is going to be right around 200 calories. Hey, kitty. Nope, we ain't doing this tonight. So the beef jerky's nice. It's tender. It's not too dry, but it's also not too moist, because I've had beef jerky that's been, like, too moist. By the way, thank you for that super chat there, Dan. Maybe I should read a little more of the super chat here, or the chat. Jerky looks yummy, except I can't eat because it's spicy. It's not really hot. It does have a very light, and I do mean very light heat to it. It's a high-protein snack. No artificial preservatives. This is nice, man. Like, this is the kind of food we should be eating. Stuff with no artificial preservatives in it and stuff like that, but there ain't no way you can do that and eat rations. Yeah, I pick up a lot on the Chipotle as far as flavor goes. And this might sound a little bit weird, but I pick up like a flavor of iron from the, I'm going to assume, like, just the minerals that are in the meat itself. Yeah, really good stuff. Nasi Goreng, a healthy blend of brown rice, vegetables, and egg omelet in a mild Asian sauce. That sounds really interesting. Add 320 mils of water, or 1 1/4 cup. Stir, stand for at least 10 minutes. Brown rice, sauce, thickener, sugar, soy sauce, powder, dehydrated vegetables, onion, garlic, mushrooms, celery, pumpkin seeds, egg, salt, another thickener, yeast extract. We've got peas, canola oil, carrots, onion, and red pepper. Contains dairy, egg, soy, and salt. Feels like it's actually pretty chunky. I don't know if that's, what would I be feeling in there? Maybe the peas right there? I don't know. Maybe it's chunks of egg. I honestly, I've never even heard of a dish like this. So this is going to be interesting to get to try out. I'm going to let you guys kind of help me figuring out what we're going to try tonight. Whoa, look at this. Oh, no way. It's 3 different animals. Check that out. We got crocodile. We got, I assume that's kangaroo. And ostrich. Right? Nope, emu. Sorry. Emu and an ostrich. They look the same to me. And we got roux jerky and croc jerky. Bush plum, outback, and native. Locally made Australian dried saltwater crocodile, marinated and smoked with bush plum and soy. The roux is dried, marinated, and smoked kangaroo with a mild original flavor. So smoked, and that's it. No really additives there. Australian emu, marinated, smoked, and dried with a balanced original flavor. Wow. Straight from Australia. Used within 3 days after opening. Produced in a facility that handles nuts, soy, gluten, and eggs. Made and packed for Australian, or Australia taste by Ripsaw Jerky. Australian taste. Great day. Taekwondo testing with my daughter. Taekwondo testing. I don't know what that is. Taekwondo. Then cut a hole in someone's chest. Now watching smoking and drinking some good whiskey. Wow, that's a good day. Got to cut somebody open. I don't know what. I've got to look that up. Sorry, guys. I'm stumped by something Gusto sent me. And I'm sure I'll probably get an answer in the chat before I get to it, but that's alright. Taekwondo. Testing. Oh, Taekwondo. Jeez. I'm an idiot. Wow. Sorry, guys. Taekwondo testing. So, what do you mean? That's what threw me off. So the testing. I feel like a complete idiot now. Couldn't even pronounce Taekwondo. I don't know how many times I've ever seen Taekwondo actually spelled out. That's weird to say, but I don't know that I've ever really thought about how to spell it. And if you asked me how to spell it, I would have never, ever guessed that's how you spelled it. So yeah, call me an idiot in the chat or the comments later, because obviously that's where I'm at. Level testing, okay. So did she get a new belt is what I'm wondering. Is that what you were testing for? Look at that jerky. Since I got nice little viewing holes in there. Doesn't look much different between one to the other. I mean, there's definitely some different types of fibers going on there. This is the croc. Yeah, look at that. You can kind of see the spacing, the fibers. The kangaroo jerky is much more solid. But yeah, I assume she probably was trying out for a new belt. If I check my text, Miss Renee's not here tonight. By the way, she is celebrating a birthday with her daughter. Yeah, okay. I just now read your text, man. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, hopefully she upped her belt this testing day. And thanks for the super chat. Who super chatted last time? Was it Gusto? Was it? It was, yes. With my stupid flub up with the Taekwondo. Ooh, look at this. Backcountry Cuisine Berry Smoothie. Gluten-free. Just add cold water. Really? This thing's like full of powder almost. Well, it's about half. Right there with powder. Whoop. Bet you don't add much water to this. Whole milk powder. Interesting. Preparation. Unscrew the cap and fill pouch with cold water. Replace and shake well. Enjoy. And it's berry. Our fruit smoothies are made with real fruit combined with creamy ice cream. What? To give you a tasty smoothie on the run. Am I supposed to freeze it later? Or you just add water and drink it? That's interesting. So it's like freeze-dried berries and freeze-dried milk. Or ice cream. Freeze-dried ice cream maybe? Like pulverized? That's interesting. Man, Backcountry's doing the thing over there. Which this the first one's Outdoor Gourmet Company. Alright, where are we at next in here? What's this? Oh, we got some Nasi Goreng. Hot and spicy. Made by Nestle. How about that? Maggie? Maggie's owned by Nestle? Really? Huh. How about that? Maggie's big in Australia. They're big in New Zealand. And they're also big in France. So Maggie's a big brand over that way. Feels almost like a metal line. Alright, cat, no. Kitty. Alright, you want to come by? Come on, real quick. Come here. Come here. Right here, real quick. Say hello. Make a spot for you. Right here. This is Brownie. This is the one that always wants to come and say hello. Here, I'm moving stuff out of your way. Just for you. Did I get everything? Okay, right here, Brownie. Right here. Hey. Right here. Hey. Right here. Right here. Look. Look right here. Oh, it's a brownie girl. Yes. Brownie girl. Alright, come on. Alright, you gotta get down now. Thank you for coming and saying hello. Thank you. Good girl. I'll give you a can of food later. Okay, next up, after the Nasi Goreng here, the hot and spicy. That actually sounds really good right now, too. Everything sounds good because I'm hungry. Alright, no, we can't keep doing this. You gotta go. Okay, I got rid of her. Here we go. I'm digging out. What do we got here? Oh, a crunchy? Wait a minute. What? Isn't this Canadian? This is big in Canada, right? The crunchies? I'm going to guess that this was made in Australia, though. But I've always kind of compared these as being similar, but they're not, really. This is a golden hokey pokey honeycomb covered in a Cadbury milk in Cadbury milk chocolate. So this is a honeycomb. And what's inside this one? Does it say? Delicious, shattering, chocolate-coated honeycomb. So these are both honeycomb. Huh. I've had the violet crumbles before. I found them in an airport one time. I should have one still sitting here somewhere. I kept one just to like keep on display, which I know it's weird, but whatever. I paid like $9 or $10 a piece for these because I knew what they were, and I was like, man, these things are so awesome. And where was I? I think I was in JFK. Or no, it wasn't. It was LaGuardia. Yep, it was LaGuardia. I was flying out of LaGuardia, and there's a awesome candy shop in there. Didn't I tell you? No. I know. Listen. You're distracting me. Yes. And you're making me look. Stop. Okay, you got to go. You got to go. Sorry about that. Yet another distraction there. But yeah, I bought these at it was LaGuardia. And anyways, there's a cool candy shop in there that has like an entire wall of remade vintage style. It's like all vintage packaging, just remakes of old vintage candies. Amazing, amazing place. Like I could have spent $1,000 in there easily, but everything was pretty expensive. I'll say that too. And they had some of the coolest like candy games, and they had a bunch of vintage like board games and stuff like that too in there. Really interesting little store. But they weren't getting much business when I was in there. I don't know that I've had one of these. Is this the same thing that it's not, is it? I think I've eaten all the ones that Trucker sent me. He sent me a 4-pack of these, and I'm pretty sure that I ate them all. I might have I think I might have one left, but I don't know where it's at. And here we have a Europe Sesame bar. Ooh, that's nice and like pliable. It's not hard as a rock like the ones that you get that'll pull your teeth out in the British rations. Every time I've ever tried to eat one of those, they've been rock hard, or they've been like hard and really chewy, like that'll pull your teeth out. They're crazy. Crunchy is in the UK. Elm, later John. So this is a UK bar. But these are basically the same thing, I'm going to guess. Although this one is Cadbury right here. Who makes this one? Curious. Is it Cadbury? Cocoa Horizons? Or Koa Horizons? Kua? Is that the company? Robbermans? To learn more, visit robbermans.com.au. Huh. Not a company I've ever heard of, but these things are really good. Really good. We have Crunchy in the UK. Sorry, spelled it wrong. Essentially, they are the same, but to eat way different. Oh, hang on, guys. I got a phone call coming in. Hello. Yeah, dog food. We don't have none. Alright. Well, Stella doesn't have any food. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Yet another delay there. Alright. Let me check around this. Okay. One more thing left in the box. It's the big thing. Let me see if I can get this nicely spaced out here. Looking all fresh and good. Boom. Alright, one more thing. It's the big one. Nope, I take that back. Did not see these till I picked that up. What's this? Alright. Two more things, and then we'll get to the big thing. This is an Australia Rising Sun. From 1904 to 1949 they used this. Can't see it yet until I take it out of here, but we got to check it out. No fingerprints here, so I don't mess it up. Oh, that is cool. Look at that. Australian Commonwealth Military Forces. That is sweet. That is so awesome. So would this go on a uniform, or would this be a hat badge? I've seen a lot of hat badges look like that, where you put that on a dress hat right in the center. Dig that. I love little any type of pin or trinket or anything like that. Always dig that. So this is another Australia Rising Sun. This is the General Service Badge, from 1991 to current. So they're still currently using this one. And they started with this one in 1991. Look at that. That's nice and shiny. I'm going to guess that's just brass. Probably. Might be some sort of gold plating. Let me see if I can get it to focus for you guys. There we go. It says the Army Australian, or the Australian Army, sorry, with the crown in the center and the rising sun. Well, focus again. There we go. And then there's a little. Yeah. Oh, that's on top of the. Okay, sorry. That's on top of the crown jewels there. There we go. There's a good view of it. There we go. Man, that's awesome. Smokey, these are pins for the slouch hat. All right, that's what I thought, man. I thought these were the hat pins. Yes, sir. I was just looking at some old, they were old German ones the other night. Maybe it wasn't. It was Russian. Some old Russian hat pins like this. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Just know that I will have these forever. These are definitely will be part of my collection and on display. And anytime anybody asks about these, I'll tell them that Dan sent them to me, and I'll tell them that these are the slouch hat pins. And of course, you provided information in them, which is awesome. So this one was used for what, 45 years? So considerably larger than this version right here. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Oh, yeah, these are super cool, man. Go right along with the patches, which I couldn't wear that on a ball cap because that would poke the crap out of the inside of my head. So you got to have some sort of a dress hat like that that has a open space in the front of it. All right, here we go with the big kahuna. Oh, nice and heavy. Here we go. Onto the table, we have an Australian CR1M Menu B from 9/21/17, which this would make this. Is this an 17/18? It would be a 17/18, right? What's that say there? Packed on. Yeah, same as what that says right there. It says the exact time too. 7:53 and 40 seconds. Look at that. Wait, there you can see it. All right, hold on, guys. I got to turn off some notifications, or you're going to be hearing buzzing. And I will fix that quite quickly, hopefully. Yep. Do not disturb. There we go. Alright, so, boom. Alright, now, Dan. Thank you. And if anybody doesn't know much about Australian rations in particular, Australian rations are rather hard to get usually. I mean, they do pop up on a fair occasion now. They used to be really hard to get. They do pop up. The other day, I saw an entire case of 2019 CR1Ms on eBay with shipping and everything. That was going to be right around $85 for, I think, what, 7 comes in a case? But I think they were all the same menu. And then he had another lot that was every single menu. It was, let's see, it was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all the way to H, I think. I think there's 8 menus. Yeah, there's no menu I. So it goes to menu H. And so there was 8 menus, and they all A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and it was really interesting to see because I've never seen a lot like that. But these are hard to get, and I don't know if you guys saw it on that box, but shipping from Australia to here is expensive. Just like shipping from here to Australia is even more expensive. That's what makes the rations honestly so expensive to get here, is because the shipping is so expensive. I mean, that and the rations aren't cheap either. So it's a great, huge opportunity when Dan sends this over. Got to get an actual review of one done. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to move this stuff back and say a huge thanks to Dan. And then we're going to discuss what I'll go through anything that you guys want me to eat tonight, as long as it's something like I'll actually be able to eat. You know, I'm not going to open every freeze-dried meal. That would be silly because I'd have to waste too much of it to do so. But I think we need to make a couple live streams out of this content right here. Now I'm going to bring something up to the table. right now. Ugh. And it is a CR1M. It's a menu F. And I washed everything in here to the best of my ability. It doesn't stink anymore. And this used to be, well, it's still mashed potatoes. Still sounds like mashed potatoes in there. Still even a little bit of water coming out of the bottom gusset down here. But I cleaned everything the best I could. Now, before I go through this, let me show you guys what I couldn't deal with. Alright, so this is going to be interesting, trust me. Okay, first of all, here is, this is the, this is peaches. See the can? There. I don't even know if it's probably been opened as well. Look at the cheese. Can of cheese down here. Oh, I just touched the can. You know what? Let me see if I can seal this. Cheapo bags here. The ones get to bag up the dog food in. There we go. Look at that cheese. I've never seen one this bad. There's a bag of processed cheddar cheese. A little 56-gram can of that. But yeah, it's definitely seen a lot better days. As you can see, there's the cheese may be even seeping out of that. I don't know. Now, this, which I cannot seal the bag, I've got to be careful. So as you can see, it started to eat the menu up, and it's really bad. And the Werthers, they're way too absorbent, and in commercial packaging, I wouldn't even consider those. But what's interesting is, well, look, it's leaking out of there. What caused this whole issue was this right here. And this is the lamb, I think it's lamb korma. But it had, look at the hole. That's what happened. That's what happened in shipping right there. Look at that. Oh. Ew. Ew. Yeah, this has got to go in the trash. But I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to have to go wash my hands anyways, so let me, I'm pretty sure. That menu's turned to dust. Oh no, lamb curry. This is lamb curry. And the napkins also, they got compromised. For sure. Now I'm going to go toss this real quick and wash my hands, and I'll be right back. And then we can see, we'll see what's left over, and I'll talk to you guys about that. Okay. Alright, so I want to pick your guys' brains and see what you think about trying to eat this ration, what's left over. The only reason, look, I almost threw the whole thing away. But I thought, Dan's package from Australia today, it's time to either go through it or trash it. One or the other. It's really hard to throw away $100 and some ration. Like, it's really hard to do. The ration I want the absolute most is the Rafco with fruit soup. Gunner, just buy you some fruit soup, buddy. You're not going to be missing out on anything if you just go ahead and go that route. Versus paying, I mean, the cheapest you're going to find a Rafco most likely. I mean, unless you get super lucky and just luck into getting a loose fruit soup or finding like a half a ration or something like that on eBay. Which, don't get me wrong, it could happen. But if it's one that's like up for 7 days and people see it and they're bidding on it, like a Rafco could go for up to $500. And that's not an exaggeration. That is legit. Okay, Gusto, before you go, what do you think, man? What do you think about trying to eat this? We got some, I didn't get it very dry, but the Nasi Goreng is stained. I could not get that off, even though I literally used a scrub brush on it. Those I'll probably skip. I did save the bread, and I'm 100% confident in this bread because the packaging is so good and feels perfect. And honestly, this bread is amazing. But look at what's going on with the delamination over here. I didn't notice that earlier. Maybe it's like that. Maybe it was like that anyway. Which is possible. Did Gusto happen to answer there? Let me see here. I gotta go to bed, y'all. Been up since 4. Smokey, give me a shout tomorrow. Okay. I don't. He must not have caught it before he. I'm gonna text him real quick and see what he thinks. But we've also got to dig into what Dan sent. But I want to show you guys what this is, and then we'll figure out what we're going to eat here. And then I want to focus on the chat and spend some time talking with you guys and Dan. So this also feels and looks like it cleaned up really well. The tomato soup, it feels perfect and fine, but like it started to delaminate, which is not very. Yeah, that's going in the trash. Unfortunately. Alright. Okay. Well, this is the muesli. It looks and feels fine. Nice and cleaned up. Here we have the sweetened condensed milk, which should be okay as well. Now, it did start to come apart down here on the bottom as I scrubbed on it, but it's fine. The biscuit jam sandwich also feels fine. And then we have the awesome spoon and the isotonic drink powder tropical. Here's the matches. We have a strawberry jam. And we got our Vegemite or yeast extract. And we have here non-dairy creamer. I'm not sure about this one either, because I think it's just vacuum sealed, to be honest. Oh, lamb curry. And the M&Ms, actually, with this shiny, like, decent packaging, cleaned up, but there's also a stain on this. Oh yeah, I'm texting with Gusto right now, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The dry stuff and noodles should be okay, he says. See, I'm thinking, well, this I think is fine. The hearty beef stew, like this, out of all the packaging, this package right here, plus after I boil it, should be fine. I think. Don't eat it, Smokey. Send it to Gunner instead. I couldn't do that, and then him keel over in it, and then I'm responsible for wiping Gunner off the face of the earth. I couldn't do that. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, trucker. Um, There's a little all fruit bar. Yeah, skip the liquid retorts. Everything else will probably be okay. Really? You think the retort would be an issue? See, I thought this would be okay. I really did. I thought, especially after I boiled it, this would be fine. Huh. And then this, like, this is it's still sealed and everything, and it's still dry inside. But this package is just, I'm going to have to wash my hands again. Yeah, that one's in bad shape. The chocolate bar, I don't know. I don't know about this chocolate bar. I mean, it doesn't feel bloated or anything, which is odd. It doesn't have any funky smell on it, which is good. And I just wanted to show you guys that I cleaned it up, but it totally delaminated. I mean, it's not exactly compromised on the inside, but it does have some staining going on up top here. But I mean, those are just the typical oils from the bar on the inside. But yeah, there's no way I could eat that either. And the accessory packet, which I ended up getting wet on the inside. Way to go. Alright. Well, I may as well get that cut open and cleaned out while I've got it here. Let me go grab a couple paper towels real quick. Yeah, I say we talk to Dan and let's just put together a meal that I know isn't going to kill me. I think that'd probably be the way to go. But definitely got to salvage the Fred out of here. I mean, that's a given. The chocolate would be close to powdered whiteness, surely. We're going to have to take a look at that here. You know what? Let's just do that right now. Dan, let's put that myth to let's find out. Oh, look at that. Say what in the world? How in the world did that survive? I can't believe this. There's some melted chocolate around the outside there. Look at that. I can't believe that. I really can't. You know, this thing is, how old is this thing? I don't even know. Let's see what the retort says. 2017, probably. So there's got to be another date on something here. There we go. Yep. Looks like 7/11/17. So that is 3 years old, more or less. Huh. I gotta try the chocolate. It's perfect. And I'm perfectly blown away by that. Because this chocolate bar, I mean, I'm serious. I've had CR1Ms. Opened up one here on the live stream. It wasn't this old. And the chocolate bar in it was literally dust. It had bloated and crumbled into dust. And this bar, even though it was contained with all this awfulness in the bag, the chocolate bar is perfect. I'm blown away. Huh. Can't believe it. All right. Let me get the accessory packet looks like this, I think, is because I just scrubbed it underwater. Coffee feels fine, feels perfect. Doesn't smell bad. But, Dan, so you sent all this food, and I think you probably know this food that you sent better than anybody. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking you would suggest as the pick of the night? Uh-oh. I think the sugar's probably seen better days. They put it in this, like, yeah, that's definitely gotten wet on the inside. The tea bag's just barely in a waterproof package, just barely. Okay, some Mentos gum. Not that oops. Some Tabasco here. Dry that off real quick. We got this ketchup. Oh, what is this? Oh, yep, ketchup. Kind of like returning the favor, or send a random new person. Yeah, I would if you guys are talking to me, I would never trade this stuff to anybody. I would just be afraid that something may happen, and I wouldn't want to endanger someone. With my carelessness, which I wouldn't be careless like that. So, okay, there's a Fred. I've given every Fred that I've ever had away, and there's my first one that's came out of, and it's got some character. It's got some character. Good deal. The sugar, trash, salt, trash, black pepper is in a waterproof package. Weirdly enough. Plenty of it in there. Huh. Oh, another Mentos. And I'm not even going to try to save the rubber bands. There's no point. Okay. All right, now I'm looking at the chat. And, I did mention, I don't know where I mentioned that, but I said I was going to dig something old out. This could be. I mean, it's definitely no newer than 1985. It's definitely a first generation MRE. Uh, I wouldn't worry about it, Gunner, until you get your case of First Strike rations. Uh, wouldn't worry about it. FSB. What's FSB? What am I thinking here? Did somebody say? Oh, First Strike bars. Okay. Now, that sounds like you've probably never had a cran raspberry one, but not everybody likes them. I sure do, though. It's really the only one that I like. I mean, the chocolate one's okay, especially the newer chocolate ones. Get going. Cat's driving me crazy. Anyways, yeah, there's an MRE there on the side. Stuff gets lost in the mix here. There we go. But I am starving. Really want to eat something. So I'll fix you up with First Strike bars. Yeah, I have. I've definitely collected up some First Strike bars myself. You can tell when the chocolate is bad when it's dried out, dusty, and disintegrating. If you're you're talking about the CR1M chocolate bars. There's no doubt about that, because they dry out and they turn to dust. Not all chocolate bars do that. It's kind of weird that the Australian ones do, because they know that they're going to be dealing with high heat. Why they don't make a heat-tolerant chocolate bar for their rations is beyond me. Maybe, Dan, maybe you could tell me, is dark chocolate just not popular over there? Because it seems to me like dark chocolate would be the way to go. And maybe, add a little bit more wax in with it so it would be a little bit more heat-tolerant. Because dark chocolate holds up way better than milk chocolate. Private Zamora says, I hate MREs now, but I can still go for a First Strike bar. Yeah, the First Strike bars, the cran raspberry one is amazing. The apple one, I'm not a fan of. It doesn't taste like apple at all to me, really. It's kind of got this weird caramel, like, just strange flavor. But the chocolate, they've improved it over the past, I would say, 3 years. They're from like 2000 and I would say 11 to 2014, 15, maybe even 2016. That era right there, like they tasted like fermented alcoholic chocolate. It was weird. I'm not seeing. Okay, here we go. It's popular enough. I can't explain that. I don't really like the taste of that milk chocolate in there. Anyways, yeah, it's not that good, man. It's just kind of like, I'll tell you what it is. It's kind of, everybody wants to get a good one because you never see good chocolate bars come out of CR1Ms hardly, especially here in America. Like usually by the time that we get them, they've been so heat stressed that the chocolate bars are typically, in bad shape. The freshest I'd ever seen one, well, I seen two. was a PR1M that Steve got from Bob a few years ago. He reviewed it, and the chocolate bar in it looked really, really good, but it still even had a little bit of bloom to it. And the other one was a CR1M that I had actually gotten and passed on to Steve that he did a review on, and that bar also had some bloom to it. Gunner, the meatballs mirror. Okay, so I'll tell you what. That's not a given. When it's a lot of times it'll be generalized, and like Ameriqual will put cran raspberry bars in, and Warnick will put in uh, the apple cinnamon, just because that's what they have more stock of, or whatever. It just depends on which manufacturer made the ration, made the MRE. It's not consistent across the board, even though they have a basic list of what's going to be in the ration. A lot of times it'll vary, especially with the first strike bars. There will be a first strike bar in there, but it'll vary in flavor. Now, see, the mocha bars, in my opinion, are pretty. I don't know. They're okay. Um, I would still put the newer chocolate first strike bars above it. Hey, cat, psst, get out of there. You're driving me crazy. Listen. Hey, get out of there. Get. 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 Psst. Come on, man. Go. Go. Golly. Driving me crazy, guys. I'm sorry. Again, gotta apologize. Alright, let me get down through the chat some more here. Yeah, the older chocolate ones were horrible. The newer chocolate ones are much better than the older ones. Get you an old one and try one of those. Older one. Not old, but older. Like previous generation. 2016, 2015, back to like 2011. I'll tell you, the best chocolate one that I've had was like one of the early generation ones. It was just called like a. It wasn't called a first strike bar. It was called something else. I can't remember what it was. Vegemite sounds gross. Vegemite is definitely an acquired taste. Can of coffee and milk from the last box. And your opinion on that too. Okay, I know exactly where that box is at, Dan. Coffee and milk. That's the one that I got mixed up. Yeah, I didn't open that for a reason. So much open. Let me go grab that. Right here. Boom. Here we go. This we can make happen. Just add boiling water, which I have. How do I make this? I'm gonna go ahead and make a cup while I'm chatting with you folks. Give me just a moment. I've let the chat stop here, so I'm way behind. Let's see. 1 tablespoon. Do I even have a tablespoon handy? Probably not. How am I going to mix this up? Let's see. Delicious serving suggestions: mocha coffee with milk, mallow coffee, prepared Nestle coffee with milk, then topped with 2/3 marshmallows. Oh, 2 to 3 marshmallows. Iced coffee and milk. Place 2 tablespoons of Nestle coffee and milk in a glass. Stir in ice water for 3 or 4 ice cubes. Perfect for outdoors. Directions: 1 tablespoon. Okay, let's do this. We're going to figure it out on the fly here. Where is my... Hang on. I got to go get the spoon that Dan sent me last time, because I have it handy in here and I know it's clean. Alright. I have a feeling this is going to be some really good stuff, though. And I'm going to be drinking a lot of coffee over the next few days. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of crack the top open instead of opening it all the way, I think. That way I can just kind of pour it without it being all the way wide open. Clean it decently. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. It smells really good. Is that supposed to pour out of there? There it comes. Maybe. Holy cow, it's very, very thick. Concentrated. I don't know if my idea was so good or not. Might just have to take the whole top off. Go for a little bit more than that, probably. There we go. Maybe that should be about right. What do you guys think? That got to be enough? We'll find out. Put some hot water up in this bad boy. It's all kind of stuck to the spoon. Very milky looking. Not what I expected. Maybe I should add some more. What do you think? Should I... Probably add some more. Definitely extremely thick. There we go. Maybe that should do it. This water is really, really hot too. What are you meowing about, cat? Whoops. Okay, so it's all dissolved in there. Alright, here we go. Let's find out. It's definitely hot. Oh, and I'm spilling it. Yep, that was awesome. Alright, here we go. Down the hatch with some, what's this called again? 2-in-1? Nope, coffee and milk. Alright, here we go. Mmm. Oh, that's really good. It's like coffee and sweetened condensed milk. It's definitely sweet. Oh yeah, that's really good. That is a solid cup of coffee in my book, but I'm the type of guy that likes to have a nice, fully loaded cup of coffee. A lot of people don't like to have cream and sugar in their coffee, but me, I'm all about it. You know what? I've got to try some of this. That's probably not a good idea, but I'm not going to do a bunch, but I've got to try a little bit of that on it, just on its own. Whoa. Oh, yeah. That is like a topping. It's almost like an icing or something. Wow. Holy cow. I want some more of this in my drink here. It's hard to get it off the spoon. But maybe. Go, cat. Holy crap, cat. Come on. Look. I'll tell you what. You want to go outside? Come on. You can go outside. How's that sound? Okay. All right. That will take care of that problem. Okay, but yeah, this stuff is great. I've never looked for anything like this in the United States. I'm sure there's probably in the store. I don't know. But it is really convenient to just dump it out into some hot water and boom, you got yourself a nice, sweet and creamy cup of coffee. That's alright, I'll just clean that off of there. Oh, it's nice warm too. And I needed a nice warm drink. It's actually been right on, I mean, it feels cold where it got cold so quickly. I mean, it's not exactly cold, but it is supposed to get down in the 30s tonight, so that's getting on the cooler side for sure. Yeah, Dan, this stuff right here, I don't know if this is something that you typically have on the regular, but it's great. And I would definitely recommend this for camping. If you like your coffee was, you know, sweet, if sugar with cream and sugar in it. That's what I'm trying to get out. If you like your coffee with cream and sugar in it, but you can eat this. Like, I seriously can eat this. Hey, horny animal, hello. Oh, missed most of the stream. Almost missed. Wait a minute. I think you mean almost missed most of the stream. No, you're good, man. We're just kind of, or I'm just kind of messing around here, trying to figure out what I'm going to eat still. And I'm just kind of eating some of this coffee and milk. Just add boiling water mix. I'm just eating it off the spoon because it's so good. One thing I like just eating it off the spoon is it's not real bitter. It reminds me of this stuff right here that History Savior sent me, which is a direct remake of what they gave the German soldiers during World War II. Cafe Conserve. And he said just kind of eat it right out of the tube. But this is, you can see, it's much darker, more granulated also. But if I add a little bit of this up on there like so, a spoonful. Whoa. Woo! Yeah. This stuff here, I mean, it's similar in concept. Tell me I just didn't lose the cap to that. Oh, no. Did I really? Huh. Where did it go? Not there. Where in the world? Well, I guess I just lost the cap to that. I'm gonna have to find that later. Huh. That sucks. But yeah, huge fan of this. All right. You know what? Gusto says not to eat the retort pouch. I don't know. I thought the retort pouch would be okay. I really don't have a clue where that cap could have went. Unless it went in the floor. Yep. I can't obsess over it. It's just gone for the moment. Thing I could do real quick is pull this out. Guess there's some things back here I need to pick up anyway. Oh, my Mars bar, which actually it's got flattened. Oh. Yep, I don't know where that could have went. Excuse me. Huh. One more place I can look. Nope. Huh. Crazy. Crazy. I'll have to go back and watch the video and see if I can see where it rolled off to that way. Oh, I didn't put that back in there, right? But that's okay. Okay. This, I'm going to have to probably put this in the refrigerator here after we're done. But in the meantime, I don't want to knock it over. So it's going up on the mantelpiece by the chocolate bar. Okay. Wild mushroom and lamb risotto. I don't know, man. I just thought this would be okay. I guess not. I'm going to take Gusto's word for it. Just as to not push my luck. Crap back in here. I might press my luck on my own time, so if I get sick, it's not something I eat on a live stream. Well, you think I ought to eat this, Dan? I mean, that's kind of how I was feeling too. But then again, you sent all this awesome camping food here that I could dig into one of those as well. And in the meantime, I gotta have another piece of this jerky. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. I'm going to boil this. It should be fine. I mean, it's not bloated in the slightest. Like if it had gotten contaminated or something inside, and the retort's the strongest packaging in there. Oh yeah, the RCN ration. I've got some more research on that. I've got a little bit done. Thanks to Smitty, who actually hooked me up with a little bit of info on it. Oh yeah, thanks for the super chat, by the way. Rare old meal times, I guess is how I'm supposed to say that. Rare old meal time. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm losing my mind today. I know I'm all over the place, guys. Okay. So I guess we got to figure out what all I'm eating from Dan. We got all this awesome camping food right here. Like I said, freeze-dried food. We got the backcountry. This one was the Nasi Goreng, which is brown rice, vegetables, and egg omelet. I wonder if that's like well, that's like an Asian dish, but definitely not breakfast related. I just think of eggs, I think of breakfast. Would I risk the mee goreng that's in here? Would I risk? Yeah, I don't know about these. I don't know, man. I mean, they feel dry in there. I don't know. Let me go through the. I'm gonna go against maybe even some of my own better judgment and against Gusto's better judgment. And I'm going to throw this in the boiling water. Should take care of that. And then we'll get as much of this stuff here prepped as possible. How about this? If I don't eat these, what if I ate those instead? What do you think about that, Dan? Crocodiles are freaking awesome, man. Like, compared to an alligator, like, there's no comparison, really. Crocodiles are so huge. It's unreal. Okay, let me go get this boiling. I don't think I need to boil anything else. I'd say I'm going to give that a full 6 minutes in there, which will put me at 144. Okay, 144 is when I need to go get that. That's a full 6 minutes. That's over 6 minutes. Okay. How, y'all, is the average female? How tall do you mean, Pat? Private? Wait a minute. Private? Yeah, I've had gator before, but not crocodile. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is probably okay. It's just that packaging, obviously, on the outside is less desirable. Alright, let's do this. I don't want to put all that stuff in there. Just shove it over to the side for now, instead of trying to get all crazy. I'm going to have to move some of the stuff that Dan sent to make some room here. Stuff should be okay. I don't want these to get melted by accident or something. That's for sure. Okay. As long as I got those out of the way and they're not going to get melted, then everything else is okay. Alright, get a tray up here. What do we have? Okay, yeast extract. M&M's, I'm not too keen on those either, especially since it's commercial packaging. The non-dairy creamer I've questioned. Isotonic drink powder. It's definitely moist on the inside, but I think they're always like that. But it could have. Yeah, I'll open it and smell it. Okay. We got the jam. We got the sweetened condensed milk. We got our spoon here. Which, yeah, that seems okay. Instant coffee, black pepper, ketchup, Tabasco. Put that stuff over there. A couple packs of Mentos. What is that? What is that? No. What is that? Huh. Sticky up. One of these gums is leaking. Got wet. That's what that is. Huh. Oh well. Matches. Mr. Fred. Won't be really needing Fred. Alright. Oh, you know what that is? Huh. Look at that. That's what that is. Sweetened condensed milk. I busted it whenever I was cleaning it. Yeah. Oh well, I can still salvage some of that. There ain't nothing getting to the top of that, so whatever I squeeze off the top will be fine. As long as I don't get too deep in there. Alright. We got some beef steak. Peppered beef steak. Do the Nasi Goreng. Did I get a coffee out already? I did. My favorite ration bread by a long shot. Product of New Zealand. Shout out to Food Pro at pfl.co.New Zealand NZ. I'm telling you guys, there's no other bread out there that compares this bread right here. None. We got some jam sandwiches. What else we got in here we can eat? We got, mashed taters will be good. Let's get those going too. I don't have any instructions. That could be a problem. I know I gotta add some water, but I just don't know how much. Anybody know how water goes in the mashed potatoes? The CR1M mashed potatoes? What else we got in here? Cream crackers. I don't know if we'll have any use for those. Well, yeah, we might. All fruit bar. This thing feels like it might have been compromised as well. Maybe not. It feels gooey inside though. Probably not a good idea to have that, actually. And the muesli. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the muesli, but I'm not having a breakfast right now, so just throw this other stuff in there. Let's get these mashed potatoes going, and then we can get the Nasi Goreng going as well. Anybody got an idea about how much water I should put in there? Roughly? I think it's about time to pull that mane out already. Is it not? It is. Grab that mane. Tell Ethan, Stella, I can't deal with you right now. Okay, got the mane out. Yeah, I think this is going to be just fine. Alright, let's get these. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh. It smells like a boiled retort. Alright. I asked you guys how much water to put in here and then I walked away. That wasn't very nice of me, was it? I'm just going to guess. Not very much water. Can always add more later. Right? Am I right or am I right? Let's see. Okay, 4 ounces in there. Let's freshen up my cup of coffee back here. It's pretty strong as far as a sweet and creamy cup goes. Alright. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at them chives in there. Yeah, buddy. I think 4 ounces is enough. Probably not. Probably gonna take, yeah, it's definitely gonna take more than that. Everybody says, yeah, you think, I don't think so. Yeah, they're still super dry after 4 ounces. Double check here. Yeah. I mean, look at that. Suck that water up like nothing. Alright, that's a total of 8 ounces in this pack of mash. Give it a good stir real quick. Oh yeah. 8 ounces is going to be just fine. Probably could have took a little bit more, actually. Seal them up and let them set off to the side here. Nasi Goreng. I'm going to make these in a cup. Haven't used this cup in a long time. It's my other Bob Ross cup. Okay. Remove the packets here. Dump the noodles. They do seem to be still dry and fine. A little bit of boiling water up in there. Whoa! White Winged Devil, hey Smokey, I've been watching for years. Figured I should say hi during the CR1M stream. Thanks for all the great videos over the years. Well, thank you for that super chat and all that. Those super kind words. I really appreciate that. White Winged Devil coming in with the big super chat. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that watches. I really do. Thank you guys, and thank you for that super chat. And everybody else who sent a super chat tonight. And Dan with the super chats and the box tonight. And I super appreciate you, every single one of you guys. I really do. We have a nice community going on here. And I do plan on here very soon expanding on that. I'm looking into actually possibly hiring an editor and someone to maybe help me film some. I'm not going to have a whole lot of money to pay him, but you know, it could be fun, and I won't take up too much of his time. I don't think he's too busy either. There's only one person I know that actually does editing and that could probably help me film. He went to school for it, and I don't think he's done much with it yet, so. Bus stop needs a job, CT. I don't know where I think bus stop's in Can't remember. I want to say St. Louis, but I don't think that's right. Let's look at the Jack Link's steak bar. Look at that. Smells very peppered. Very, very peppered. On a park bench, CT says. He's in Ohio, really? Huh. Did not know that. What's next? What is next? I'm going to set these over here. Whoops. Sorry, I hit the camera, guys. Let's look at the jam sandwiches. These look to be intact. Oh, look at that. Look how nice those look. Look at that. So, is there a story behind these jam sandwiches? Why do these things end up in, you know, in the Australian rations? I don't understand. Steve is actually pretty good and chill, though. He's across the tracks for sure. Great dude. Steve's cool, but never see him live. Yeah, you never will either. I'll just tell you that right now. You're probably right. You'd probably say nice. That's just one of those things we all say on, well, I don't know. We all do it, but I've said it probably since I was a little kid. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That smells perfect. Hearty beef stew. Yum, yum. In my tum-tum. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Who wants to look at it? So, Pauly Shore just came out with a new movie. I think it came out yesterday. And Ed Bassmaster's in it, of all people. If you guys don't know who Ed Bassmaster is, please look him up. I mean, I don't even care. Click off the stream right now. Go look up Ed Bassmaster right now. Super hilarious guy. And one of my favorite skits that he ever done was the Look At It. The Look At It guy. Freaking amazing. And we played around with that so much. After I introduced the cast, or the crew, and Josh to that skit, the Look At It skit, like, it just came up so often because you say, would you look at that? Or something like that. You say it all the time. You don't even realize it. But after you've watched that and you say it, you're like, oh my God, it's hilarious. It's so funny. Yeah, Bassmaster is hilarious. He really is. All right, let's get this wonderful, wonderful prepared foods bread out of this encapsulating container that it is in. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes. Such a just beautiful ration bread. Look at that. You don't see that in any other ration. Period. End of story. And this one's a little bit crushed. I'm not going to lie. It gets fluffier than that, if you can believe that. It gets even better than that. So, yeah. Let's take a look at these cream crackers. I actually ended up crushing these up with my fingers earlier. Like, I don't know why I did that. Because I thought that they were compromised and no good. But that's not the case. They are definitely crushed up. So. There we go. Just made a crummy mess back there, but that's okay too. Alright, let me go strain the Nasi Goreng really quick. Go strain the water off. The noodles feel about exactly how I like them. I do not like them to be overdone and start to get that gooiness to them. I don't like that. So let me go strain these and I'll be right back. Alright, so the mee goreng, I'm going to have to attack that pretty quickly. Ow, goodness gracious. Been having wrist problems the last few days. I'm pretty sure that I've got some sort of carpal tunnel going on. But the seasoning packets, you add all these in there. I drained every bit of the water off. This looks to be some sort of like maybe dried onion seasoning in there or something. Let's get this seasoning. It's supposed to be like, I don't know about that one. Alright, good enough. And maybe I should peel the other side too. It seems like the mee goreng is always difficult like this. This became a fad in the ration community for a while. Finding and buying the mee goreng online and finding it in stores. Lots of guys were really super into it. Alright. We got to add these other sauce packets here. That's some sort of soy sauce, I'm sure. You guys can't really see what's going on. Sorry about that. It's virtually possible doing this as a live stream, having the camera set up the way I do. Let's see. Let me open this up like this. Fold that over like that. Get that off my finger. The last one here. Oh. Come on. Really? Stuff all over my fingers. Yep. That's alright. I'm just going to have to go wash my fingers after this. Alright. Be right back. Ugh. Crawl over my crutch. All right. Mix it up. All those different sauces and flavorings mixed up in there. So they're still kind of clumped up a little bit. So you got to be quick with the mee goreng. Where you drain all the hot water off of it, it starts to cool down quickly. So you got to be quick about it. You want to get it mixed up properly. Plus, it's hard getting all the little sauce packets emptied out properly. But it's kind of a novelty, and it's kind of fun because they give you those 5 different little packets in there. It's kind of gives you something to do. You're out in the field, you're emptying all these little packets out, adding flavor, and it also gives you the ability to customize the flavor of your noodles. You do not have to eat them with the one packet like a pack of ramen noodles is. Let's see how this mee goreng is. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Let's try a little bit of one of these cream crackers here. Can't eat that. Nope. Those are not crunchy anymore. And they taste bad. So, must have been some seepage there. Contaminated. Not good. Not good at all. The mee goreng, slightly sweet. Excuse me. There's a slight sweetness to it. You also pick up, I don't know, you kind of pick up that soy sauce flavor. So it's a little salty. Pick up beef, onion. Definitely onion. And the beef's pretty subtle, I would say. Yeah. I'm not going to waste any time here. Going straight in to this beef stew. And let me give you all a good look at that beef. Look at that. Look at that fat in there. Now that is a nice natural looking piece of beef. Down the hatch. Oh yeah. Tastes perfect. A little salty, quite fatty, which is good. It's what you need. I'm not a fat fan, but you need those fats out there in the field. I'll try the potatoes out of here if I can get one on the spoon. What the heck? There we go. Taters. Mmm. Those got a really nice flavor and texture. Yeah, that's really good. Let's going to move the jam sandwiches over here. And we're going to get some of these mashed potatoes out because they're going to go really well with this beef stew. Look at those. Those are nice looking mashed potatoes. For instant, look really good. We're not going to mess around. I'm going to put some of them right here. Right up in that beef stew with the gravy. I just hope that contamination didn't actually get into this retort. I don't think it did. Let's try some of the mashed potatoes with a little bit of that gravy. Mmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, those are really good. Mmm. They have a really nice natural potato flavor. Hello, Robin. How are you? Good to see you. The chives really do add something to that. And, you know, the texture's a little weird because they're instant, but the flavor is on point. Really, really good. They've got almost like a slight buttery flavor going on. Mm-hmm. All right, I got to get a chunk of that beef. Got to get me a potato and a carrot to go along. And get a nice big bite of everything together. Chunks of onion and red pepper in there too. Mmm. Yeah, the mashed potatoes are awesome. They go right into this beef stew perfectly. Yeah. Match made in heaven right there. Got to get a little bit of this bread. Now I want to fillet this open and show you guys the inside of this bread. It's just so special. Such a special bread. Anybody out there who's had this bread would probably agree with me. Look at that. I mean, it smells so good. And I very rarely say that about a shelf-stable bread like this. But this shelf-stable bread right here, it's very hard to beat, this shelf-stable bread. Let's break a chunk off there. I just want to eat a piece on its own. Look at that. Look how normal that looks. Yeah. No weird flavor, no weird retort flavor, no. It just tastes like really nice white bread. I could just eat it on its own. It's that good. Lightly yeasty, very lightly. It's really nice and fluffy, airy. It's just got a really nice white bread flavor. Try it in a little bit of that gravy. Like that. Anything could go on this bread. This bread is just so good. Alright, I gotta have a bite of the mashed potatoes. Find some beef up in here. Chunk of beef right there. Potato and a carrot. And a chunk of bread. A little bit of everything right there. Yeah. That was like the perfect bite. 2 thumbs up. That bread is awesome. I wish I had like a whole trash bag of this stuff so I could just share it with everybody out there. The beef is a little bit chewy, I would say. Some pieces of it melt in your mouth. And then there's like, look at that. I'm not going to eat that. But some people would love that. That's all fat. All fat. But yeah, some of it's got a little bit more of the firm side like that. The iron pea bread was okay. Honestly though, the bun, it's I would say it's a little bit better. And it's a little more versatile too. It's so easy to make a sandwich out of. Alright, I gotta go for one more bite of these mashed potatoes with the little bit of the beef. Let's do that. I don't know where to put the spoon. But yeah, I don't even know how to convey how good this bread is to you guys. It's very hard to, I guess, describe. I mean, it doesn't have any of that weird sweetness. It doesn't have any of that weird chemical flavor that some shelf-stable breads have. It's not. They're not trying to make it any type of wheat bread, which I hate that. Not a fan of the wheat snack bread. Alright, I'm going to rinse that down with a little bit of this coffee stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff. Even though I doubled the amount of water in that, it's still pretty strong. Still quite strong. Well, put these mashed potatoes out of the way back here. Yeah, I made a mess with these crackers and it's been driving me crazy. Clean up some of these crumbs. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. No, it's not really better until I get them all, but or at least they're out of sight. All right, next I'm going to try the beef steak jerky. I'll give you a look at the inside, give it a nice cross section on that. It's definitely pink in color on the inside. It's so glistening. Look at it. It doesn't look like food, does it? It's because it's probably it's barely food. There it is. Pepper flavor is very strong. Very strong. I've had 1998 mac and cheese. Really, Smitty? It was probably because of the old dairy. I've got some old mac and cheese I'd like to try, but only if it's non-dairy. You know what? That's actually got a little bit of heat to it. The more I chew on it. Yeah, that pepper surprisingly has a little bit of heat. I didn't expect that. Didn't get it right away either. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it smells wonderful. It smells like strawberry jam. Maybe a little shortbread. It's a really nice looking color. And look, watch. Let's see if I can get it to do it. See that little goo there? Yeah, it's awesome. And it is sandwiched in between. It's very, 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 very thin in between. And you get the little goop in the middle, which is not much jelly-wise. Give it a try. You know what we can do? Wow. Yeah, those are still really good. Let's check on this jam. Pop the top. Sebastian, dude. Start by putting a little bit on the jam sandwich. Why not? Why not? Oh, it's very runny. Oh. Very runny. Just got it all over the table. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going with the top piece. Some of this jam right here on this bread. There we go. I'm so looking forward to this. Look at that. The seeds in there. Yum, yum. Alright, here we go. That is breakfast for me all day long. It's a really high quality jam too. It's not just like some bull crap with like fake sweeteners and artificial strawberry flavoring. I'm sure if I read up on this, it would just be sugar, strawberry 40%, water, pectin 440, sodium citrate 331, and citric acid. And that's the ingredients. So basically just strawberry and some sweeteners as preservatives. It's like toast and jelly. It's weird because the bread kind of does have like a toast kind of texture and feel to it. Yeah, I really wish I could share this with you guys. I really do. Yeah. I could eat all this strawberry jam probably in one big bite. But not going to do that. One thing that is not going to get wasted on this tray for sure is that bread and that jam. Not going to eat all the beef stew. I'm not going to eat all the mashed potatoes. Now that the jam's not runny, let's do this. Really kick that jam sandwich up a notch. As soon as I chew up the bread. There we go. Now that's a dessert. Not overly sweet. Strawberry flavoring is really nice. I will say there's a pretty stark difference between the strawberry jam that's in the center of that versus this strawberry jam. Pretty big difference. Alright, it's time. It's time for some... Okay, how many of you guys know what this is? Like, better question, how many people in the chat right now have tried yeast extract or Vegemite or Marmite? How many of you guys have tried that? Gunner says he's tried it. Where did you try it at, Gunner? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, Vegemite, love it. Really? White Winged Devil? But are you from Australia, White Winged Devil? I have a feeling you are. Red Corn Macabre. Really? We have some lovers of Vegemite in the chat. Interesting. See if I can shake it up a little bit. So, this is 15 grams, which would be plenty to do your entire piece of bread, if not 2 pieces of bread. I opened a CR1M the other day. I had 2 packs of the jam sandwiches. Jam sandwich biscuits, 2 steak bars, 2 compressed fruit bars. It was like winning the lottery. Wow, that's awesome, Dan. I've never heard anybody getting that lucky before. I've heard of people maybe getting like 2 spreads or something, but never have I seen anybody double up like that. You got to wonder, if these things are put together by hand, which they probably are. I know the German rations are still put together by hand. So if they're in the factory and you got that guy that's in the assembly line, he's like, you know what? I'm going to... And he must have... I'll bet that same person was on the steak bars, the jam, and what else did you say you got doubled up on? You got 2 of you got 2 of these jam sandwiches, 2 steak bars, 2 compressed fruit bars. I'll bet you that same person was putting those 3 items in the ration and placing them in there. I'll bet you they doubled up that ration on purpose. Yeah, they would have had to. That's a crazy mistake. So, okay. So if you guys haven't had this, it's under a little bit of pressure. Under pressure. Down on me. Oh man, look at that. That's just way too much. It's definitely was under some pressure. Alright. How do I want to do this? Typically, I would have put it on the cream biscuits up there. Oh, I thought there was more on the spoon than that. There's going to be a bunch on this. That's a lot. It just takes a little tiny bit. So what you really want to do is you want to make some toast with your favorite type of bread, white bread, my favorite type of bread. Make some toast. You want to butter that toast. And you want to put a little bit of Vegemite on there and spread it very thin. Like that. Right there. So, down the hatch. Very salty. Which is something I kind of forgot about. Been a while since I've had any Vegemite. I'm just going to give me another little bite here. I mean, you can suck that right out of the tube if you want. Pull a Steve, because for whatever reason, because you want to, I don't know why you'd want to do that, to be quite honest. That does definitely not get you an extra hole punch on your man card, in my opinion. Maybe an extra hole punch on your dumb card, because this stuff right here is not good straight. It's very salty, very yeasty. So it is a byproduct of yeast, obviously. It's a yeast extract. But isn't it like a byproduct of making alcohol or bread? One or the other. Good evening, Howard. Ah, it's a beer byproduct. That's what I thought. It's kind of like what they skim off, huh? Agreed, CT. That is not Steve's fault that there are so many weirdos out there. Because there are some weirdos out there. That's for sure. I wonder if I can finish off the strawberry jam and take the lid. Will it fit on here? Since I lost the other one. Nope, it's not going to fit. Dang it. I've got to find that other lid. I can kind of force this one to somewhat. Ugh, no, I can't. Yeah. Maybe if I push it down on there. Like that. There we go. That'll work for now. Got to try to find that lid after this, but yeah, what else do I have to try here? Done the jam sandwiches. Not doing these drinks over here. I've got my coffee already. Don't need ketchup. Don't need black pepper. Saving the instant coffees because these will come in handy. Because they're still perfect. Let's see if the matches still work. Curious. Because I've gotten them quite wet. Let's see if the striker and everything still works. If I can get a match out. Excuse me. I am burping up Vegemite and that peppered steak bar. Let's see. It's going to focus. There we go. Nope. 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 Well, that's weird looking. Let's see. Whoa. What was that? Time out, guys. It's not like there was just about a wreck outside or something. That was your phone?
Yeah.
Why? Alright, so the matches are no go. They are no good anymore. It's unfortunate. I mean, the match, I guess, no, the matches ain't even really good. Unless maybe they'll work on a different striker. I have another thing of matches laying around here. I'm getting pretty good at putting my extras up with where they need to be. But I do have a pack right here. Let's see. Gotta try it. I gotta try. I said I was going to focus on the chat more. It's been a weird stream. If you have any suggestions, Dan, to how you want these other items up here used, we'll talk about that. Figure out how you want me to do that, and I'll do it. Use it up on a live stream or whatever you want, man. Yep, nope, these matches are done. They are no good. Ruining the striker on this pack. Huh. Well, I guess I can dump these out and refill it with other matches. Still have the little match holder. Got all kinds of Russian matches. The windproof, waterproofs. Alright, so let's see here. I'm watching the chat. I'm pretty much through this meal. Yeah, I'm through the meal. Good enough. Yeah, the Russian matches are pretty good, I gotta say. They hold up pretty well, but they're also being vacuum sealed in that plastic. Like, you could literally drop them in a main and boil them in the main, and probably they'd come out and still be fine. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't know if I'll carry that in my pocket or not. It's awful big. I'll go ahead and throw it in my pocket and see how I like it. With my other crap that I keep in my pockets at all times. Keep that in my pocket. Nothing special. Learned my lesson carrying my grandpa's dollar around in my wallet. Almost lost it once, so I do not do that anymore. But it's one that he carried with him during World War II, and I went to great lengths to keep that thing. It was stolen from me one time, and I got it back. Yeah. Whew. I mean, look at that. P51. P51s are pretty big to carry around in your pocket, honestly. But I do like the fact that it has that bottle opener on the back of it, though. Australians never know when you're going to need to open a bottle of beer. That's a given. I want to read what? What's this thing say? Yeah, just a bunch of numbers. This way. 733-066-010-0933. Some kind of contract number. And then it does have a date on it. 2017. And I was reading up on some things, and I guess they started making the Freds during World War II, which surprised me. They must have really gotten on making the Fred right after we came up with the P38 can opener. But yeah, I read a nice little piece about the Fred in general whenever I was doing some research on this 2003 that BTemple sent me. By the way, link to BTemple in the description. Link to Smitty, link to CT, all the Canadian brethren up there. Right at the top of the description. There's a link to Dub C's channel right at the top of the description somewhere in there. There's tons of links. If you guys are ever looking for other ration review channels, MRE channels, there's a link of or list of female review channels. There's some of those female reviewers are no longer around, I don't think. But there's literally probably about 60 links, maybe more, give or take. You guys go check them out. And CT, seriously, check him out. He reviews pizza, all kinds of just randomness, truck, driving around this truck, reviewing rations. I particularly like the video that he put up the other day. I'm really going to suggest hard that you guys go check this one out. He showed what 6 modern civilian rations. He bought 6 different cases, invested a lot of money to get to that point. I mean, you get food out of the deal, but also, like, to make the video, it cost a lot of money to make that video. 6 different current civilian MREs because of the prices changing and how militaries are, the military price, ration prices are going up so much. So I really like the fact that he did that and showed each individual ration. Whenever I started putting videos on my channel, that's one thing that bothered me, was there was no way to, I mean, you could look on eBay, but you couldn't get an accurate look and feel for what you were going to get just by looking on eBay. And half the time, the stuff that was on eBay was wrong. The stuff on MRE Info was very outdated. It still is, I'd say. And you find a video like what CT just put up, and you get a very accurate description of super fresh stuff, which I probably wouldn't buy that precious stuff just because you guys know me. I'll eat the older stuff. I don't care. But I definitely suggest you guys check that video out. And which one? There was, trying to think which ones those were. They were the cheapest ones you had, I do believe. They were, I think they were the disaster relief, if I'm not mistaken. They were like $6 a meal is what they come out to. So it would have been like what? Like $72, something like that. But that pretty decent meal in those. And also in his video, they had the, I assume this is going to show up in military meals, was the sunflower butter. And I don't know about that banana smoothie thing. If they'd have made that strawberry banana instead of just banana smoothie, it would have been a lot better, I feel like. Like heavier on the strawberry and, you know, just enhanced by some banana maybe. But just banana is going to be kind of rough. But yeah, definitely go check that out. Okay. CT says maybe it was the 5-minute meals then. I don't know. I'd have to go back and rewatch the video again. And I know you said the smoothie sucked. The sunflower butter, top notch, he says. That reminds me, it's probably going to be similar to like what halva is. I don't know how many of you guys have ever had halva, but it's, oh, man, you get some good halva. Drew78 back in the day sent me some halva from New York City. He sent me 2 different bricks that he went to the local, like a local bodega or something like that, had chunks of halva cut off, and he sent them to me, and they were amazing. Fresh halva. But halva's good. Like, there's halva bars, there's halva like in a jar. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I don't know that I've ever had just sunflower butter either. I don't think that I have, but it looked like it was military packaging. So it looks like something that's going to show up in future MREs. Probably, if it's not in 2020s, it'll probably be in 2021s. I'm sure there's a more healthy aspect to it, and protein, and I don't know what. There's got to be a reason for it. That everything that Natick does and everything that the food labs do now, there is going to most likely be a cognitive reason behind it to help with mental, stress or acuity and like all kinds of crazy stuff that they've really done a lot of research. And they want it to taste good, but they also want it to be very effective in other aspects of helping out the soldiers. So there's a lot of interesting stuff going on there. But all right, guys, I'm going to wrap up this live stream, and I'm going to finish off my bread and jam. This thing will give me another bite of that right now. Yeah. I'm surprised that I was able to eat as much of this as I was able to eat. I hope nothing comes from this. I don't think it will, because I did go directly against RC Gusto's advice and probably some of what would have been my own advice. But the retort pouch is honestly the strongest pouch in there. So, and it wasn't delaminated at all, so I feel okay about it. Whoa, CT, good night, guys and gals. Thanks for the kind words. Well, CT, thank you for that last minute super chat there, dude. And like I said, guys, go check out the Canadians, BTemple. BTemple's been putting out the videos. He's a school teacher up there doing his thing. And he definitely deserves to have the subscribers. So if you guys want to go subscribe to their channel, CT too. He's out there doing the work that a lot of people wouldn't want to be doing right now, out there driving the trucks. And Smitty, I don't know what Smitty does, but he's got a cool channel. So go check out Smitty's channel too. I don't know exactly what Smitty's profession is. I have an idea. But all right, guys. Dan, I assume we'll email some about what's sitting back here, and obviously that menu B right there. I have plans for that. I forgot about the candy bars. That's okay. I don't need them right now. We'll do that. We can like make a whole like a smoothie and a freeze-dried meal and different jerkies. Yeah, we can make a good meal out of that. But all right, guys, I want to say a huge thanks to my patrons. I been talking to a few people over there on Patreon. I do have some plans for some things that are going to be going on over on Patreon. I need a roll call over there. I need like, you don't even have to send a message. It can be just like a period, just so your name pops up in my messages. That way I have a nice list of everybody, because I've looked all the way through Patreon. It's hard for me to find just a list of current patrons. So if you guys want to do that, that'd be cool. And then I'll talk to you more from that point on. And all right. So I guess really all I got left to do is say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Later. Oh, hey, sorry. Later, Gabe. Glad you made it, dude. His link is right at the top of the description, too. Last minute. Go check him out. Right at the top of the description. Gabrilla. I think it shows up in the links as Sparrow Medicine. That's his old, that's what the channel used to be called, but I think that link still works. If it doesn't, I need to fix it. But Gabrilla, go check him out. All right, later, guys.